Alright, Saturday night. So week 17 hasn't even been posted yet. For the first time since probably the first couple of weeks, I'm going to be going through one of my longer days this week. And that's going to be tomorrow, Sunday, aiming for somewhere between 16 to 18 Ks, I think. And we are also aiming to do an ocean swim for the very first time with one of my mates. I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Good morning. We've just woken up. Let's go downstairs. I'll have something to eat and let's go for the run. I'm gonna switch hats, actually. I'm gonna go white. Gels, we're going with these Winners, Coda. Gonna try and mix them up, see how we go. Smiley because it could turn very pear-shaped. Still trialing gels on runs and everything like that to try and get used to it. Probably really don't need them, but it's more trying to train my gut to like more gels. Bit of deep heat as well for the calves. Probably should have done that before I ate. I don't have to eat with deep heat on. We're gonna run in super comps again. I'm pretty sure these are, I'm pretty sure these are done. I reckon I've top 400 plus in these now. Ks, which is crazy. We are meant to go ocean swimming and I don't know what time. I can sort of taste deep heat, but it's fine. Coolest New Balance socks I've ever owned. I like how they label left and right. Not that I forget my left and right. So I'll put on the screen, but today we got 2 20 minutes, 2 15 minutes, 2 10 minutes, 2 5 minutes, 30-second breaks in between, which should get me somewhere around 16 to 18 Ks, I think. Let's go for a long run.
What an absolute day. I just realized as I left home, haven't had any water, but look at this. Absolute perler of a day. Alright, so I just ticked over halfway. 30-second walk now, and then back into running. But yeah, feeling good. Feeling pretty sore on my groins, but gets better as I go on. Let's keep going.
Hello, we're back from the run. I got stage fright throughout the first half of that run, so I didn't really film too much. I had a little drink of water from a fountain in the first 100 meters, and then no water after that. I need to try and figure out a way to have water on my runs, but was able to stomach a banana, a Coda gel, and 2 Winners gels, no issues at all. So I'm very glad that I could stomach that, because if you're watching the first couple of weeks, you'd notice that one gel for me ended really, really bad on multiple occasions. Caught up with a mate, Michael, halfway through the run, which made the run so much easier. Michael came along, turned around with me. We ran the last like 10 Ks. We ran the last like 10 Ks together. I find running with a mate so much easier. Longest I've ever ran so far. Running alone and the first 40 minutes, most of the time I just feel my groin pain. But then when you run with someone, you like forget about all of that. So that's just what I gotta do at Port Mac, I've realized. I just gotta find someone that runs like the same pace as me and just talk to them for 4 hours, 5 hours, however long it takes. When I continue running, I feel great. As soon as I stop for the 30-second break that's in my program, then go to run again, I feel all the pain again for like 5 minutes. But yeah, who would have thought 18, 17, it's still 17 weeks ago pretty much, that I would be able to run 19 Ks at 5:41. Not me, not this guy. My first couple of runs, it was like 7 minutes plus. Yeah, that's about it. I don't have much more to say. Like, that's about it. We're gonna go ocean swimming. So you guys can see what it's like to do a first ocean swim. Let's go see how we go. I'm interested for this, so let's go. This is Sam.
Howdy.
Sam is Sam is a lot better athlete than me. Very good swimmer, but he's hungover.
Bad.
So we'll probably beat him. We're gonna see how we go. It is 7 PM, so it's pretty much sunset. A little bit of chop. Not really.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I reckon I'll be swallowing some seawater.
We're about to go chuck on our brand new wetsuits. We don't know where to put keys. I got told to put the keys in your briefs. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna try and do. Both of our first ever ocean swim. Sam's got a triathlon in 2 weeks. That's it. Let's go.
Let's go. Woo!
and
I have a rip already. This on for 5 minutes. Sorry. Damn it.
all right, let's go. First ocean swim, done. Key, survived. Emma,
Not survived.
not survived. Swim's done.
Success. No, not really.
Not a massive success. It's a lot different to swimming in the pool.
Yeah. Bad.
Yeah, I swallowed a little bit of water in the first thing, and I said to Sam, I was like, I'm swallowing so much seawater. Sam's like, I'm not swallowing any.
No, I
I
didn't,
just feel sick.
I did. I was so hungover and my head was spinning and my tongue was on fire from the salt.
On our way back though, we were flying.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, I was just, I don't know. I was just thinking about getting out because I felt that sick.
I felt okay. And then when like you were going with the waves, it felt cool. It was like fast snorkeling. That's what it felt like. Like you were going like really, really fast snorkeling. Emma made it 50 meters. I taste seawater, a lot of it. Wetsuits helped us out tremendously.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
float.
I was swimming in my bathers.
Emma didn't swim in a wetsuit.
So don't do that. If you
Yeah.
guys want to come here and try out an open water swim, don't do that.
Don't do that. Key survived. Wetsuit didn't survive.
No, slight rip. She'll be right.
We survived.
Just. Now we all
Just. I'm full of seawater.
full of vomit.
And that wraps up our first ocean swim.
Thanks, guys.
So we just got back from our first ever ocean swim. I went there with the cardboard box and everything. All right, so I have to hang it on a hanger inside out and let it dry. I'll be back, but I just read the instructions and I have to go hang it up to let it dry. Hip has pulled up a little bit sore, to be honest, from the run. I need to get the seawater out of my mouth and out of the back of my throat. But I'm not gonna lie, that was cool as. It is so much harder than the pool. Anna, if you're watching this, thank you so much for teaching me how to breathe both sides. Because if I was just sticking to the one side, that would have been a very, very bad swim. Don't get me wrong, I still swallowed seawater a lot. But it wasn't as bad as what I thought. And it felt really, really cool when you were getting picked up and then going back down. It was like, doof, doof, doof. That's what it felt like. Anyway, I seemed way too excited for the time. It literally felt like you were an Ironman, which is so funny to say. It felt so cool, like it felt so real. One time we did hit a rock, so that wasn't the best. When we were swimming, you could see the bottom, it was just like fast snorkeling. I felt the shoulders in the wetsuit really restrictive, to be honest. Sam and I both found that pretty hard. It's sort of like you were battling the wetsuit a little bit, but I think that'll come in the more you wear it. I'm not sure if that's experience or anything, but I just couldn't float as well. I've watched a few videos and everyone just says how bad it is, but I reckon it was absolutely sick. First ocean swim is done. My quick Google to find out what to do with my car key worked. Put it in a plastic bag, wore my swimming trunks, then put this under the trunks. Is this gonna stab me? I don't know. I just tried to line it up with my leg and it worked. And it had like 2 layers of protection before the wetsuit. So I imagine there's some type of pocket or something, some type of device that people use for it. And also I was getting seawater in my eye. That stings. Definitely don't get seawater in your eye because that sucked more than swallowing seawater. Licking it does the trick. So thank you for telling me to lick it. It does look weird before I'm hopping in the pool and everyone just stares at you, but licking it works. Yeah, bit gross, but it works. Shark-wise, I don't think there's ever been a shark at Williamstown Beach. Nevertheless, crosses your mind a little bit regarding sharks, but you don't really think about it. Once you get into the groove, you think more about the wetsuit being tight than sharks coming to attack you. Thank you so much to Emma and Sam though. I know you guys watch this and we'll definitely get out there soon again. Everyone knows I've been having issues with my microphone. That's why I use an enhancer sometimes. But I'm gonna video this because this is currently my microphone. I do need to buy a new one because there is no way I can rock up on a shoot like this. Yeah, so my mic, I dropped it and then the front cover went somewhere in the driveway. I looked for it for like 10 minutes and I came to the conclusion it just vanished. Bailey spoke to me today as well, and he's like, 6 months ago, he's like, who would have thought you would have been running 19Ks? I said the same thing. I was so anti-running, or just anti-cardio in general. Oh, forgot to add, sighting. With the waves coming in, and if you think you're going straight, you're going left. Yeah, that's what I found out. That's what Sam and I both found out. Way off a couple of times. But then on the way back, I was sighting like every third stroke, and you were getting to the right spot, but you were just going slower. The way Anna got me breathing both sides was pretty much hanging onto the pool edge, then kicking myself up and breathing both sides. And I would do that a lot, like maybe like 10 minutes before the session, but when I started out. So that helped me heaps. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna go to the Velodrome. Meant to have a 2-hour unstructured ride today. Gonna see how long we go on the Velodrome because it's gonna be pretty hot today. I think it's like 28 degrees Celsius today, so it's gonna be a scorcher out there. 50-minute drive, and let's go see how we go. We'll go try out first time on the Velodrome as well. We've made it to the Velodrome. We're gonna try and get on. Been waiting for a little bit and we just got the all clear to go on, so I wasn't gonna drive back without hopping on at least. Gonna lather on some sunscreen and let's hop on the Velodrome. Let's see how we go.
Today's your day. We're so happy to say. We're so happy that you were born. Hooray, hooray, hooray.
First ever time on a Velodrome. You pick up pace one way and then headwind into the other. Good to try and hold the TT position for a longer time. I did get a really sore wrist though, because of my aero bars clipped on. I hold it like this and it just really hurts my wrist. Need to try and do something about that because that was pretty much the only thing stopping me. Scorching actually ended up being 29 degrees for the whole time I was riding. I just ticked over an hour, just under 30 Ks. Like I just got to adjust the TT position. Probably have to move to a better bike soon. But otherwise I felt pretty good and it was cool. It was pretty cool to ride on it, to be honest. It was pretty fun. Now let's go on the way home. I think I need to buy a bike rack or something for my car because yeah, I can't keep throwing it in the back seat, it keeps scratching everything. Not that my car's worth much. I also realized that I don't think I'll be able to drive this car up to Port Macquarie. I don't think it would make it. So that's another issue that we're gonna have to deal with soon. I thought I'd put the drone up and get some extra drone clips. Turned on obstacle avoidance. And yeah, this happened. It survived. That's the main thing. So durability, tick. I've never crashed a drone before. Technically I didn't then, wasn't my fault. But I've never crashed a drone before and I've flown FPV and everything. Never crashed. Yeah, drone survived. Massive win. Let's drive back home. We got an hour drive. So the drone did have a little bit of a mishap. I actually thought it was gonna be a flyaway. I was watching the drone like, what is it doing? I've been flying drones for 9 years and I've never had a single crash. Technically, I'm very glad the drone survived. So don't say I don't do anything for my YouTube channel. I set it so it would always be on the left of me. And then it decided that, the right looks cooler. When I was watching it back, I was like, wow, that's actually a cool shot. But I didn't tell it to do that. But I can say that my wrist, as I was complaining about before, is now super sore. I don't know what to do about that. I just can't hold that, like at all. Like it's so sore. This is the wrist that I had surgery on. Instead of that position, a bit more neutral. I think I need that change on my aero bars because I just can't hold that. I just can't hold it. And yeah, it was meant to be 2 hours, but after the hour, I was just like, I'm gonna make my wrist 30 times worse if I keep trying to do this. But yeah, that wraps up the Velodrome. Very eventful. I have no idea what the next clip is gonna be, but hopefully it's something semi-exciting. So I'll see you there. Alrighty, so this room's a little bit of a mess, but we're gonna be transforming it today and putting my computer and everything like that in this room. So let's reorganize everything let's get my desk out of my room. And that's about it, to be honest. So let's go and do it. So this is the new room, and I'm gonna put the camera where I think I'm gonna be doing the bike sessions. All right, so this is what I'm thinking at the moment, but let me chuck the lights on and let's have a look. So what do you think? Obviously needs a fair bit of tweaking because I've just done it tonight and it's 9 p.m. And now when I'm riding, I get 2 screens and the window view. So hopefully that mixes it up a little bit. My desk is finally out of my room for the first time in maybe, I don't know, 7 years, 6 years. I'm off to bed and I'll catch you during the next session.
Welcome to the new setup. Got a lantern above me. I need to buy a softbox to direct the light a little bit better. But this is what we're rolling with at the moment. I'm going to secondary light increase on the temp a little bit. And then basically a reading light at the back. It would be good if I had tube lights to light up the back a little bit more, but that's just what I'm using at the moment. The only thing I could possibly add to this would be to have a standing desk. I don't have a standing desk to raise the monitors a little bit higher, but I'm not too phased. It's a lot better than my other setup, that's for sure. If you're thinking, wow, he is very, very upbeat this morning, it is for one reason. I've been up since 5 a.m. or 4:30. I picked up a bit more international work for editing again. I used to do it maybe 2 years ago. But yeah, I've been going to bed a little bit earlier, getting off my phone before I go to bed. Been leaving my blind half open as well. Probably not advisable, but it gets me up and no complaints. I've actually decided to use my wireless go-tos. I'm very far away from the camera now, and I don't think that bad boy is gonna hold up too much longer. I'm not gonna mic myself up, but I'll just use these guys at the moment. And I did have all this gear prior, I just never used it, which is very stupid because look how much better this looks than what I was doing prior. The amazing bike in the back that I'm using as a feature piece is Spencer's bike. I've tilted my bars up higher from that last clip at the Velodrome. It still really hurts, so I want to deviate. I'm still on deviating, just not massively now. And I'm selling my skydive gear. For those that know, for those that don't know, I actually got my skydive license before my car license. I haven't jumped in about 10 months now. Yeah, just with full-time work as an osteo originally, and then now doing this project and Boston and everything like that, it's just become very, very hard for me. That's not to say I won't rent gear and do a jump or two after I do a renewal jump. I absolutely love skydiving. It is great. It is one of the coolest experiences you can do on Earth, I think. But I am selling my gear because I know with my goals and my plans for 2024 that I just won't be jumping enough to have all the gear that I have. It is sad to say that, sad to see it go, but hopefully it's for the better, and then hopefully I can get back into jumping in the next year. I thoroughly enjoyed skydiving. So yeah, that one probably hit the most for me because it was something that I've always wanted to do. We're doing a bit of a ride this morning. So we're doing a staple ride. About the club rides on Wednesdays, I have no idea or how I can actually upload my Training Peaks workout. It's just not working. So the Zwift Club is on hold at the moment. So I do apologize about that. I was probably too eager for something that I didn't know. I don't know how people do it. I went on YouTube and everything. I just couldn't find a solution. So that's where the Zwift Club is at. I do apologize because I really wanted to get that to you guys as well. Enough talking to the camera. I will catch you probably during my run. All right, a bit of a slow transition then, to be honest, but let's go smack out a run. 60 minutes, and I'll catch you at the end of the run. We are nearly halfway. Just running. That's it. We're just running. I'll catch you when I finish the run. Post run and bike is done. Let's talk a little bit about my totals and how much I'm completing on average per week at the moment. I will catch you down at this desk once I put the bike away. All right, so let's go over what my training weeks have looked like so far and how many hours I am doing. So last week, the total was 17 hours and 30 minutes, which included 9.2 Ks of swimming, 195 Ks on the bike, and then 36.5 Ks of running. The week prior, it was 18 hours of total training time, and the week before that was just under 17 hours. So we're around that 17-hour to 18-hour mark at the moment, with everything starting to increase a little bit. I try to get up straight away out of bed, partly due to the fact that I do have work that I have to do. And it's really funny because I don't do too much editing in Australia nowadays. And it's partly due to the fact that means I'm working with companies that aren't Australian based. So I need to wake up at different hours to communicate with them, which to me isn't an issue. I've done it before. And obviously my training hours, instead of training at like 6, I'm now training at like 10 to 11, just because of those keep in touch hours at the start of the day. But yeah, so that's been my total training week hours. It's obviously a lot to me from someone who used to just weightlift 6 or 7 times a week. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the week. I know this episode was absolutely everywhere. I probably could have split it up into different episodes, but hopefully you enjoyed this massive random video. Just wanted to give a quick update on Tuco. At the moment, we've raised a massive $1,137, which is really cool. And I'm hoping to get Zach, the founder of Tuco, to jump on in the next couple of weeks so he can actually talk about his story, his experience that obviously captivated me to do this massive challenge. And I believe he has a massive story to tell that I'd like to show people. I'd love to get him on and for you guys to understand why I'm doing this and what his story is. But for now, that's week 18. Yeah, a massive vlog this week full of a bit of everything. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week. If you are on my Instagram, you know exactly what I'm about to say. I was riding today. First proper ride on the road. I loved it. Rode with a mate. Spencer got a flat tire in the first 2Ks, and then like 11 Ks after that, he got another flat tire. He called it a day. Then I rode with Sam and Steve down Beach Road. Yeah, and if you can't tell, my Instagram is blowing up at the minute. This is exactly why I said don't buy an old carbon frame. Now, obviously I had no idea when I first started, but if you learn anything from me, I hope it's that, to be honest. Just, yeah, Instagram's just going at the moment. Yeah, so I was riding today and felt good, like everything was fine. But I noticed a mark in my frame and it wrapped around the side. And basically all my Instagram is saying the carbon's cracked. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have the money to go and buy like a brand new bike and everything. Before I had no one helping me, I had no idea about anything. But now I've got a lot of people helping me try and find a used bike. A lot of experts, a lot of people in the field. So got a lot of help trying to find a new bike. But yeah, a bit of a downer to the end of this video. This wasn't gonna be in the video, but I'm not making a video about it next week because I just wanna set and forget. I'll still be able to use the bike and the kicker, but just unsafe for road riding, apparently. Can't dwell upon it too much. It's just, obviously sucks a little bit. Obviously I'm still learning heaps every day. Positive was that I know how to change flat tires, but the negative was I've probably lost a bike in the process. But yeah, because it's a bit of money down the drain, it is what it is. Yeah, so this is actually the end of the video now. If you stuck around for the whole video, thank you. Bit of a bad way to end it. But yeah, it's an expensive mistake, and I hope everyone can learn from that. Obviously get some expert opinion about bikes and everything, because what I did, as I said, I've already admitted it a couple of times that it was stupid. Hopefully you learn something from that. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week.